Yes, guys. Happy Tuesday to you all. I hope the market is treating you all well. I hope you've all made a bit of profit this week. I know so far we've not really done a lot. I pulled my profit out on gold yesterday and we'll go over that. I'll explain that and why. We had CPI news today, dinner time. So it's impacted the market, but it's not really moved it that much. It's weakened the dollar, which is as expected. So CPI came out today. Um, Last month, we are basically 2.7% higher this time last year. So yeah, this time last year we are 2.7% higher. So that's because prices in America in takeaways and in restaurants basically they're racking the prices up. They're racking the prices up. Supermarkets that put prices are getting put up. It's inflation, isn't it? Prices are being put up everywhere. And obviously, you would have thought that would give the dollar strength, but all this is coinciding with tariffs essentially. Obviously, I don't know how sustainable America is with their own food produce, etc. But I can imagine that they would basically buy in exported foods from other countries. They would buy that in, and then they're going to start getting like India. I can imagine they probably, I don't know, just thinking out loud here. Maybe they buy rice from India. I don't know. I'm sure they buy some form of food product from India. And what I'm getting at there is basically Trump chucked on a 25% tariff on India. So India's now going to tariff them back, saying, "Well, all right, yeah, you want to buy our produce, you want to buy our goods, etc., etc. It's going to come with a price." Happy days. It's business, you come up with deals. So we're going to jump in the charts, guys, and we're just going to see how it's impacted the markets. Really, like I said, I pulled my profit out on gold yesterday. And yeah, we'll review it all. We'll go over it all. So let's go. So here we go with the dollar. To start with, we're going to spice it up a little bit. We don't start with the dollar usually, but we're going to start with the dollar today. And interesting. So on Sunday, let's get rid of this now. On Sunday, I said vision this box, vision this, demand, vision, supply, vision, demand, vision this. This in the middle here is no man's land, consolidation in the middle of nowhere. Price doesn't know whether it wants to go up or whether it wants to go down. And again, like this is definitely negative news for the dollar. I mean, look at this 4-hour candle. It closes in 41 minutes and it's very, very strong, guys. Very, very strong. So I would not be surprised if we do get a follow through down here. With the momentum, with the power of this and with CPI, we've got more CPI and core CPI coming out throughout the week. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday, Thursday, probably both days to be fair. Hang on, let's have a look quick. Wednesday, no, not Wednesday. Oh, hang on, yeah, core PPI on Thursday. Same time, 1:30. So that is and core retail sales. So guys, to be honest, looking at all this now and looking at the data that we've got in front of us now from the news announcement earlier, I'm not being funny. If the food industry, restaurants, takeaways, they're getting, we've had a 2.7% tariff, bloody inflation rate put on America. I would not be surprised if everything else follows suit, to be honest. Everything else will probably follow suit. It just makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It just makes sense. And that would then be the follow through in candles on the 4-hour hit. Obviously, it's in a day or two's time, but I reckon we're going to get some follow through. And we're going to definitely get into this demand down here with the dollar. This is my foreseeable for the next 2-3 days with the dollar. Getting down into this demand, we could drill this demand down a little bit more as well. We've got plenty of demand here, but I did say a couple of weeks ago there is going to be weakness in the dollar to come, and it is coming. It's come now. We're in the process of it. And it's just for logical reasons, guys. It's not. It's just for logical reasons. It's out there. Do you know what I mean? It just makes sense. And I enjoy reading about it and looking about it and just making sense of it all. And it's good. It's good. We have got weakness in the dollar here, right in front of your eyes, and again, it's probably going to continue now for a couple of weeks. So and in terms of that, if you're in British pound US dollar trades or Euro USD trades and you're thinking of taking sell positions, definitely, definitely. Why would you not? There's weakness in the dollar to come. Therefore, you're trading the euro against the US dollar. You're basically saying that the euro is going to outperform the US dollar for a couple of weeks, and it probably will. British pound will for sure. Like the British pound, the news we had last week. Look at the British pound now. It's going well. Do you know what I mean? These things. There's good things coming, guys, and weakness in the dollar is one of them. We're going to get down into demands, and then when we get into these demands, we'll evaluate situations. We'll look at trade ideas. At the moment, I don't want to recommend any idea because we are in the middle of nowhere. But to be honest, from where we are now currently, I genuinely do think we are going to start dropping into these demands, and we're going to see how the reactions are. We're definitely not going to just get another candle and go wallop now. No way, not a chance. And that's interesting. Do you know what I mean? So we are just basically and again, look at this. Look, so we're just going to continue the daily downward trend. We're failing to break these highs here. We're failing to break this high. We're going to continue. This is going to be potentially closing bearish engulfing. So the next daily is going to definitely break out with this consolidation. And a consolidation, guys, works the same way as I describe a staircase. And then the analogy I use with a staircase is, you're walking up a set of stairs, as in prices struggling to get through levels. You're walking up one heck of a set of stairs, 1,000 steps up a very steep mountain. You're going to get tired as you walk up them set of stairs. But then when you get to the top of the stairs, you got some bloke at the top with a can of Red Bull ready to go. Do you know what I mean? Ready to go. You drink that can of Red Bull, you're either going to feel the need to run back down the stairs as fast as you can, or you're going to feel the need to just carry on hiking. And instead of walking up the next set of stairs, you're just going to sprint. You're just going to sprint. And that is what price does in a consolidation or a staircase scenario. Like, I've tried to simplify it as best I can to put it into simple terms. Like, when you do decide to have that kind of Red Bull, that energy shot, you accelerate. Exactly the same as what price does on a chart. Exactly the same. And then that dictates the general direction of where we're going to be going. So please bear that in mind, guys. All right, just bear that in mind. It's just a bit of something for you. So let's just jump onto gold, and I pulled my profit out on gold, and I'll explain to you why. I talk about market, I talk about trends and structure, etc., and highs being broken and lows being broken, and I need to, I need to follow on my actions, which is what I do. So basically, price was up here. I was in a nice bit of profit. Price was here. I was in a nice bit. I've been in a nice bit of profit. It was a very good trade, and I was happy with it. Price was here. Price was here. We have consolidated up here for a long time. Matey boy's had a can of Red Bull, and he's falling down the stairs. He is falling down the stairs. Look at him now. But now he's at a crossroads. He is here now. Matey boy's his Red Bull's worn off now, so he's landed at the bottom of the stairs. He's rolling around. He's at his ribs. And he's thinking, where do I go now? He's waiting for his next can of Red Bull. And what I'm trying to explain to you guys is we're in no man's land, and we're waiting for direction. I can give you all my personal opinion, as I always do. So first thing I do before I give my personal opinion is I like to do my little lines. Okay? Right. Personal opinion. My personal opinion, guys. I mean, I'm pretty surprised with this, to be honest. So obviously, the dollar's getting weaker, but gold is dropping. Usually, when gold gets weaker, when the dollar gets weaker, gold goes up. So it's playing mind games today, guys. The market is playing mind games like it always does. But yeah, I mean, we're waiting for direction here on gold. And my personal opinion is this. Oh no. This might be a long-winded process. You get the picture, guys. This is supposed to be a red bearish candle. Let's colour it in as well. Oh, nah, we'll leave it. It'll be here too long. That's what I'm visioning. But then you're looking at this massive rejection now on the 4 hour. Guys, gold is in a tricky one. It is in a tricky one. And I pulled my profit out because I talk a lot about clean moves. Talk a lot about clean moves. I had stop losses here, but I manually pulled everything out up here because I could see that we were breaking these lows, and I was thinking that this uptrend's then going to become invalid. We're starting the new downtrend on the 4 hourly time frame. That was my thought process. So I thought, look, we're breaking these lows here. We could get lower. And again, one thing I do speak about a lot, so I'm following through with what I say, is we've got a nice clean move up here. We're probably going to mirror the clean move down here. And one thing I spoke about, I want to say last weekend, so 2 weeks ago now, I mentioned, was it 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago? I mentioned this gap. I mentioned this gap down here that we've got marked. And that was another factor of to why I wanted to pull it out. Because, you know, yes, I really wanted to get to free. We got to 3,400. I wanted to get to 3,500. We still could get to 3,500. Who knows? Like, it is what it is. Happy days. If it does get to 3,500, happy days. I reckon it will. I still think it will. Unfortunately, I'm not in the trade anymore. But I just saw this gap down here. I saw these lows getting broken on this uptrend in 4 hour and the consolidation and the power that we came out of it. And I just put two and two together and made one. um, I'm joking, mind, but no, I put two and two together and made four. Basically, do you know what I mean? I put it all together and just thought it makes sense for this. It makes sense for this to have a pullback and then potentially mirror the move. So I thought about it long and hard. And one thing with trading, guys, is it doesn't matter like how long you've been doing it, how good you are at trading. Like any trader in the world, you can speak to any trader in the world, good trader, mind, good one, not one of these TikTok ones that got the Lamborghini with a stack of Monopoly money in the steering wheel, making out that they're living the high life in Monaco with a private yacht and their 5 watches on their wrist. These people they reckon that you don't lose ever. But unfortunately, you do lose in this game. You do lose in this game, and you got to accept it. When you lose, you just got to accept that you lose, guys. To be honest, and yeah, I mean, trading wouldn't be trading if you didn't lose. You just got to minimize it and manage it, and be sensible with your risk, and that is it. So end of the line with gold is we're still consolidating, guys, and we at some point there's going to be a counter red bull introduced, and we're going to go that way or that way. And my personal opinion is we're going to go this way, mirroring this move here, and then we're probably going to break this 4 hour lead demand and fill this gap, and then we're going to get an even nicer reaction and probably go up again, guys. So my long term play, if I'm thinking of getting in, I'll see the price action. My longer term play, back to 3,500. We're gonna get onto the 3,500 one again. So this is like another trade idea. Oh, this is like another trade idea that I'm thinking of, guys. Essentially, basically, which I think is pretty sensible. I think is pretty sensible. Hey, I've worked something out. Well, I didn't work it out. I've known it a long time. But look at this. Put a padlock on. Can't move it now. Can't move it now. The other day we were flipping, moving it here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, that's gold, guys, going forward. You look at this. See, this is where it tricks people. But then my old school strategy scout. Look how bent that candle is now on the 1 hour. Hang on a minute. Oh god, it's even worse. How's that work then? Because I've done it on the 4 hour, like it's relatively straight there. And then hang on. Right, how the hell have they done this? 4 hourly, relatively straight candle. Yeah, a bit bent. 15-minute. Look at that. That is, it's like a jigsaw piece, puzzle piece. Yeah. So we're just basically waiting for a big candle, guys. And it's trapping liquidity. What this is, it's trapping buyers and it's trapping sellers. It's just trapping people so they can get as much money as they can before they go into the direction that they want to go in. All right. Cool. Right. Oil. Oh, I'm excited for oil. I am excited for it. Oil. Where are you? Dun dun. Oil. There we go. So we're still dancing. We're still meandering down slowly but surely. We're still waiting. I would have liked to have been in it by now, to be quite honest with you. One thing I have seen as well is overall the energy prices were down 1.6% for the year, which has probably stabilized the overall inflation in America. So that does explain why oil is where it is and why it is as slow as what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like the energy sector in general is down. Probably, but yeah, don't really know why at the moment, but I will suss it out. Energy prices are down. We can see it in front of us. It's in front of our eyes. When was this? That was June. Nah, I don't think it was then. Yeah, I want to know. When was Israel and Iran chucking missiles at each other? Probably was around here, to be fair. Yeah, it probably was around here. We've not really done a lot since then. Like I was waiting, my original game plan, I was waiting for the Strait of Houthis to be shut by the pirates, I want to say, and then I was just going to buy a load of oil, not physically, trading terms, but yeah. I mean, we still could get this gap filled down here, 100%. We're still going to get the gap filled. And this is going to be my first attempt at a trade, at the trade. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to wait for this gap to get filled, enter first, and see how we go. But you know, like I said, it's down 1.6% from last year. Energy prices are chilling out quite a lot. So this trade could be a bit of a long trade, to be honest, unless something happens over in the Middle East, which is highly likely. And if you're in oil, then probably a good thing, to be quite honest with you. Probably a good thing. So we're just going to wait again. We're going to wait, see the demand, see how it reacts, and enter. If that one fails, then we got our second chance down here. All right. Copper on its way up still. Happy days. Copper's on its way up. Nice. Still haven't filled this gap, which is concerning, but it is what it is. British pound Swiss franc trade. That trade, guys, is real good. That's going nice. Really happy with that one. Where is it? There we go. Oh, bit of a rejection on the old 4 hour, but you know, just look, like, see what I say about clean moves. Obviously, we're having a rejection now, but this is clean. This move yesterday was very clean, mirroring this. This move today, clean. Finished the second half of this daily off with this clean move. But we've had a reaction off of this area here now. I'll circle it. We've had a reaction off of this area here now. And basically that reaction is it's hit supply. This is supply. It's not great supply, but obviously it is supply. So it's hit supply and it's had a bit of a rejection. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You know, I say it all the time. Markets need pullbacks and so forth. Markets need pullbacks for healthy continuations, etc. As long as you do not break the current structure that you are in, either if you're in buys or sells, etc., etc. So we've had a reaction off a supply. As simple as that, guys. Simple as that. And it's yeah. I don't think this supply is going to hold. If I'm honest with you, I think this is going to get blown out of the water. Where was it? Did I see Thursday morning? Yeah. So GDP news for the pound Thursday morning. So they'll probably use that as a catalyst to break through this supply. It's either going to break through this supply or you're going to have a stinking candle down. It's going to be one of the two, guys. So British pound Swiss franc trade, pat on the back if you're in it. Well done. It's going really nice, guys. Really nice. So happy days. Let's have a look at the DAX again. Mr. DAX, Mr. German. So the DAX, we're dancing. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's trades to be had. There's low time frame trades to be had around here, guys. Don't get me wrong. But when I mark these areas, right? These areas I like to be safe. I like to just chill. Do you know what I mean? I can't be doing with scalping anymore. So I just mark these areas, and I like the safer the more chilled approach. I would rather wait to get hit and then watch it go play out, rather than in out all the way down and then in. Does that not yeah? But that's pretty much that. To be honest with you, I mean the DAX dwindling down in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not in any trade on it, and I don't plan on trading it at the moment. What else was we looking at? Wheat. So wheat's retraced. Wheat has retraced. Second entry attempt on wheat. There we go. We're filling that gap there. We've gone a bit deeper than filling that gap. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to get in on wheat. I'm going to enter wheat, and I will show you all on Instagram that I'm entering wheat. I really like it. I just do. Yeah, I really like wheat, guys. Do you know, I like wheat. I really like wheat. We're in demand again. We are in demand again, and we're getting the actual 4-hourly demand, which is overall demand. I'm pretty sure I did say as well, this is weekly demand, didn't I? No, what was I talking about weekly? It is actually, yes, it is weekly demand. It is weekly demand. Look, it is weekly. There is something else that's weekly demand. Oil. It was oil. Yes, it was. Yeah, I'm going to get in oil, wheat longs, guys. Wheat longs. Happy with that. Yeah, definitely. That's, again, probably something to do with the tariffs, to be fair. Yeah. Cool. Right. We'll check cocoa and then we'll call it a day. So cocoa's created a little bit of a gap here. Guys, still waiting for cocoa. Again, please don't get no FOMO on it, because it is what it is. You know, if it does take off and it doesn't fill the gap, it's fine, guys. We'll just wait for the sells when we cross that bridge. But cocoa is going nicely. I do that all the time. I move my box. Right, let's lock you up as well, mate. There we go. Right, now try and move. Got ya. Yeah. So we're breaking out of this consolidation, to be honest. We are breaking out of this consolidation. As long as we don't break these highs here, guys, we're still good for a re-entry down here. So we're just going to wait for and chill. Cocoa, sorry. Yeah, we won't worry about oats, because corn was the one. So corn's on the way down for an entry, guys. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Orange juice. Nice. Orange juice pulled away. Look at this. Happy days, guys. Look at orange juice. That's nice, that is. If you took it, look, I've had this box marked for a few weeks. 2 weeks. I mean, look, it's in front of you. It's in front of your eyes. What an entry. It's the same as wheat now. I'll manually enter wheat now and I will literally have the same sort of entry. That is a hell of an entry. So happy days, guys. Orange juice. If you're in orange juice, then a big pat on the back. You have got yourself a lovely little trade there. Even just getting these simple targets and pulling your profit, and that's you done. Like, pat on the back, well done to you. Right, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope it was a bit insightful today with the CPI, and I hope I gave you a little bit of a rundown and explained this situation, and I hope it made sense. I hope that the price. Yeah, I just hope you made sense of what I said about the CPI, guys. Really, I hope that you understood it. I tried to. Hang on a minute. How's that then? Well, I don't. Right. Well, anyway, um, that's confused me a little bit. I think I've got two different US dollar charts. I need to sort that out. But guys, what I was gonna say is that is extremely strong. We will 100% get more follow through now. So a lot of weakness in the dollar now, guys, coming, and that's going to be a bit frustrating because I bet you gold is going to shoot up. But again, it is what it is. It's fine. Like I got 600 pips on gold. Like that's a lot of pips. So I'm really happy with that. Um, it's going to be nice to see gold just do its thing now, to be honest. And yeah, the US dollar. I mean, this is breaking out of this hard now. That will definitely go. I can see it just whipping through this 4 hour demand and just getting into here, deeper down into here. So happy days, guys. Happy days. I hope you learned something, and I will see you for the next one. Cheers.